Hello friends, it's Jim O'Rear. Welcome back to my kitchen, where again, I am cooking for people like me, people who can't cook. And today, we have a southwestern spicy dish. It's a yellow rice chicken bowl with poblano pepper. And I don't know why I can't say poblano pepper. I don't know. And some pickled onions and a lime crema sauce. It's really good. It's got a little spice to it. It's got a little sweet to it with the pickle. So let's take a look at the ingredients. For this recipe, you'll need 2 cloves of garlic, 1 tablespoon of chicken stock concentrate, 1 tablespoon Southwest spice, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 poblano pepper, 1 lime, 1 ounce of sour cream, 10 ounces of chicken breast strips, 3/4 cup of jasmine rice, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil, 1 red onion, some sea salt, and some black pepper. Now we use fresh garlic to cook with because fresh garlic has a much stronger and better taste than the prepackaged garlic that you get in a can or a jar or something like that. And it also has a little heat to it. The fresh garlic has a little spice, and we like spicy. So to use this, you're just going to peel off the skin like this, and there could be a fancier way to do this. I just use my fingernails. But you want to peel off the skin until you get to that nice white shiny center. And when you get there, it looks really pretty, just like this right here. And then your piece of garlic is ready to use in whatever manner you want to use it in. For this recipe, we are going to chop it into just fine little pieces. And I don't use a food processor or anything like that. I just use a knife and I cut it into thin little shards. And then I take those thin little shards and I cut them into even thinner little shards until I get the fine small size pieces that I want. With your onion, you're just going to use some thin little slivers. And what I normally do is just cut the onion in half and then cut it into 1/4. And then this doesn't have to be exact. You just want to cut off some thin little slices in this direction, and you'll end up with a ton of these little sliver pieces that you can use in the rest of the recipe. So just go ahead and cut up your onion all into little slivers like this. Next, take the poblano pepper and you want to core it and get the seeds out. And to do that, I just cut off the top and then I cut it down the middle just like this, and then I get to that core right there. Go ahead and pull it out. I also kind of cut off some of the ribs to the core right here, scrape out the seeds, and then you want to take it and just cut the pepper into medium-sized strips, just like this, just sort of medium-sized. And then you want to take those strips and cut the pepper into just medium-sized square chunks, just like this. And then put that aside. Next, take the lime and you want to zest it, which means you want to remove some of the skin off of it. And there's probably a fancy way to do this or fancy tool to use. I just use a cheese grater. And I grate the lime across the cheese grater like this until I get several little pieces of skin, just like this, and you don't need a whole lot of it. And then after you've got some skin, you want to just quarter your lime into 4 quarters. And then you're going to put all that aside again for just a second. Now, get a bowl and put just 1/4 of the onions that you cut in that bowl, and take half of the lime, which is 2 of the quarters, and I am good at math, and sprinkle that over the onions, as well as a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar and a little salt. And then you're just going to mix that up. It's going to make kind of a pickled onion after it sits there for a moment. Then set that aside. Get another bowl. You're going to put sour cream in it, and then take another 1/4 lime and just squeeze that lime in there. Get some lime juice happening, and also a little pepper to spice it up a little bit, and some salt, And then you want to thin it out just a little bit with some water. And I take just little bits of water at a time like this and mix it up until I get the consistency that I want. But you just want to stir it up and get it into a nice smooth consistency, just so that you're able to drizzle it, kind of like this, so that we can use it as a topping. Now, set all that aside. It's time to start cooking. Get a pot, put it over medium-high heat, and drop a tablespoon of butter in there. Get the butter all melted, and then once the butter is melted, you can go ahead and put your garlic in there, and you're gonna just stir the garlic for about 30 seconds, just until it starts to get fragrant. And then you're gonna add your stock concentrate, which is that brown stuff right there. You're also gonna put in all of your rice. Put that in there and just kind of mix it around with that stock concentrate and butter. And then you're gonna take a half teaspoon of your Southwest spice, which is a mixture of garlic, chili powder, and cumin. Also, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric. Pop that in there. Just sort of stir it up, get the rice coated with those spices. And then you're going to take 1 1/4 cups water and pop that in there. And you can add a little more salt to it if you want. But you want to bring this mixture to a boil. And you're going to, once it comes to a boil, you're going to just cover that up. And you're going to let it sit there, turn the heat down to like a low simmer, and let it sit there for about 15 to 20 minutes. While the rice is cooking, you want to take a pan, put it over medium-high heat, and put a large drizzle of oil in there. Get it nice and hot. Then you're going to drop your poblano pepper in that mixture right there. You're also going to add the rest of your onions. Get that in there. And then just add a little seasoning to it. I put some sea salt in there, as well as some pepper, and a lot of pepper. I like spice. And then you just want to mix that up and just stir it for about 4 to 6 minutes, just until the veggies get kind of brown. And then you're ready to add your chicken breasts. And chop your chicken breasts into small little chunks. Season them with salt and pepper, like I've done here. And then just drop those chunks into your pan. You're going to stir that around for about 4 to 6 minutes until the chicken gets done. And it looks kind of like this at that point. Then you want to add a tablespoon of butter, a little more sea salt, some more pepper. Also, you want to add the rest of your Southwest spice, which is that mixture of garlic powder, chili powder, and cumin, right there. And then take your last quarter of lime and just put the lime juice on there. And then you're just going to mix all that up. Just mix it, mix it, mix it. And it won't take long, just until it's coated. Maybe 30 seconds, a minute, something like that. And by this time, your rice should be about done. And to check if your rice is done, you can take the top off and just take a fork and just sort of fluff it. And you can see if it's watery or not watery or whatever. This looks pretty good. So I'm going to grab my lime zest, that lime skin. I'm going to drop it in there with the rice. That'll give the rice a little zing. And then I'm going to add a little more sea salt to that, as well as a little pepper. And then I'm just going to give it a good stir, a good mixture. And now you are ready to start dividing up food into plates. And so I'm going to use some bowls, because these are rice bowls. So I'm going to put rice into each bowl. I'm going to put some of that chicken and pepper mixture on top. And then I'm going to take that lime crema sauce that we made and just sort of run it over the top of the food. And then I'm going to take some of those pickled onions and put the pickled onions on top of that. And there you have it. A Southwestern style chicken yellow rice bowl with lime crema and pickled onions for two. Yummy, yummy, yummy. There you have it. Awesome rice bowl. Got a little kick to it. It's got a little tang with the little zest from the lime, stuff like that. It's a very tasty, interesting, easy dish to make, as you can see. So I hope you liked watching this video. If you did, click the like button, to let YouTube know that you like the video. Also, click the subscribe button to subscribe to the channel, and if you click the little bell, it will send you a reminder that I have uploaded a new video, which I do about every 3 to 4 days. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time.